everybody in Rivers State has had a feel and a taste and a touch of the things that His Excellency, the Right Honorable Chibike Amechi is doing in government. You walk on the streets and you see good roads. You walk by, you see new schools, you see hospitals. So you really don't even have to be in government to be able to speak about the things that the governor is doing.
The basic issues that impact greatly on the lives of the majority of Rivers people. We're looking at education, we're looking at health, we're looking at water resources, and we're looking at transportation.
He clearly defined his vision for road development. His vision is to see a River State where every community is accessible by all year-round motorable road, and where we have in the city of Port Harcourt world-class roads that will catalyze economic growth and sustain the general tempo of development we're experiencing. In line with that vision, our mandate was made clear to us to build quality roads in every community where there is none, upgrade where there is one, rehabilitate where one has packed up, and we have worked in line with that mission. We used to have a market here, a lovely market at that, built in the late 70s to early 80s, until it was gutted by fire a few years ago, a few years backwards. Not just gutted once, a couple of times, it was gutted by fire. And acknowledging the fact that we must remain the center of commerce in Nigeria, there was urgent need for us to rebuild this market. Well, we have 292 open stalls here when completed. We have 779 locked up stalls when completed. We have banking facilities for 4 banks so that we don't expose traders to the risk of carrying money after trading here to various banks. We have a fire station so that we could forestall future reoccurrence where fire got properties worth billions of naira. Aside from a fire station, we have an administrative office for the management of the market. You know, we're located in a place where the water table is high, the ground is low-lying, and so we have facilities for drainage here. The stalls are 6 meters wide apart. The reason is simple, so that in case of emergency, the fire trucks can run in between lines, we could evacuate persons, all the other emergency services can function. And so basically that's what we have in Newtown Market. First quarter 2010, of course that means January to March maximum, we will deliver this project.
We are building about 160 of what you are seeing here in the 23 local government areas of Rivers State. We decided to go into primary health care fully because that is the bedrock of healthcare delivery anywhere in the world. In Rivers State, we had some form of primary healthcare delivery service before we came in, but a lot of them were all in dilapidated states when we came in, the structures. And it's nowhere that you will now send somebody to that say, oh, go and work there. Some of them were even in people's homes, people's garages. We are there, what they call health center in those days. But the best part, the bedrock of our healthcare system should not be in the kitchens and garages of people. It should be given its proper place in the healthcare delivery system.
Well, before you can see this beautiful edifice, His Excellency Right Honorable Rotimi Chibike Amechi last year, September 2008, declared a state of emergency in the educational sector in the state. And when he embarked on that, he ensured that 250 model primary schools were built in the state. And as you can see,
we have 250 of these, and that's the first phase. Right. And the 250 must finish this year. Next year, we start another 250. Our target is 750. Because we currently have 1,300 primary schools. Our target is to knock all of them down.
Port Harcourt is developing in a very rapid manner, but also in an unplanned pattern. And the Greater Port Harcourt area covers the whole of Port Harcourt and parts of 7 other local government areas. And our responsibility as an authority is to control the development of the entire Greater Port Harcourt area. Phase 1 of the new city is for 30,000 housing units, and we're commencing with Phase 1A, which is for 3,000 housing units. Within Phase 1A, you also have the Rivers State University of Science and Technology, the new university that we are embarking upon, and the Clinotech, the Justice Caribbean White Hospital.
Trying to ensure fiscal responsibility, making sure that we harmonize our tax laws, making sure that we can fast track company registration and stuff like that. Those are the things that we want to drive here. And I think all of the ministries that have to act in some way to help boost investments will get together, and that will be my mandate to get these ministries to act in synergy in order for us to come up with a common blueprint that will enable us create what I say like a one-stop agenda that will encourage investors.
There cannot be a viable country without locating the place of agriculture among its citizens. Agriculture will give you food, agriculture will give you employment, a good environment, and so on and so forth. And the biggest problem that our economy has had to battle with today is the issue of massive unemployment. The oil sector cannot employ even up to 2% of our population, but the agriculture can employ everybody. Everybody. The oil and gas sector is natural, that's given to us by God. But we want to muster the human resources around us, the natural resources around us. A lot of people would say, but you don't have too much farmland, as Rivers people know. We have. When it comes to the hinterland parts of Rivers State, you see a lot of farmlands, lands that will be good enough for farming. And again, when we talk about agriculture, we also talk about fishing. And that is one area that we have already taken a bold step. The largest oil palm estate in the whole of the West African region is found in Rivers State. That is the Reason Palm. When we came in, the Reason Palm had no hope and focus. It was an organization that had been run down one way or the other. I don't want to cast aspersions. We started a process that is gradually repositioning it in such a way that it will become profit-oriented and in such a way that it will become masses-driven. And we believe that the only way to do that is to find a meeting point between government involvement in it and organized private sector involvement in it.
The attempt to revive Reason Palm, if we succeed, will also create employment opportunities. We believe that you have to provide an alternative, a legal means of livelihood to be able to reduce crime rates in the state.
An employment law was passed by the Rivers State House of Assembly that compels companies operating in the state to abide by the law, which stipulates that 60% for the jobs, the lower cadre jobs, 60% must come from Rivers State. And our tax law is to ensure that they comply with that law. And that is why we now have a monitoring team that goes from company to company to ensuring that we have their nominal role showing the state of all the junior workers.
With the construction, you may have seen the area of primary and secondary schools, health centers and hospitals that we're building, road infrastructures here and there. People are becoming gainfully employed in these areas.
We also have had the School to Land project. The School to Land project is a program I describe as an intervention for those who will not go to university. University is not for everybody. What they do in School to Land is that those who are school start holders now move to School to Land, and you are taught, depending on the area of agriculture you get interest in, to become dependable farmers on your own. And after then, we now pass you through our outgrower scheme, where if you want to be growing rice, you have your own hectareage to grow your rice. If you want to be growing oil palm, you have your own hectareage to grow it.
This is Lindsay Barrett of Daylight Media Services Limited of Nigeria, reporting for CNN. I report.